particular period, nature here at Ananda Assisi is also particularly beautiful. It's as if everything is taking a rest, and we can take time to enjoy nature much more. Francis of Assisi, we all know, was a great lover of nature. He loved the sun, he loved the universe, he loved the sky, and all the phenomena of the physical world. He loved fire, air, water, the woods, the earth. He loved it because he saw in everything the hand of a much greater reality, and that greater reality he had vowed his life to, the reality of Christ consciousness. So this continuous choice to live in joy made it possible for him at the end of his life, under really dire circumstances, to leave us one of the most beautiful creations, artistic creations, the Canticle of the Creatures. And I'd like to tell you how it went. He was in Laverna, about an hour and a half away from here by car, and there his communion, inner communion with Christ became so deep and so complete that Christ could enter his body, and nothing was left of him. So he even had the marks of the wounds of Christ, the stigmata on his own body. And after that, everything changed. He was filled. It was only Christ was his only reality. But there was another reality, the other side of it. And that was a body that was ailing, a body that was really painfully sick. His eyes were burning all the time. He couldn't walk anymore. So he knew that he was at the end of his life, that he had reached the end of his life. He was only 45 at that time, but for middle ages, that's not so young. And so he decided he wanted to visit once more to see the Italian nature, and he went on a donkey, accompanied by his friar miners. They went and they visited Bologna and Chiuse and other cities, and then ended up here in San Damiano, where Sister Claire lived, because he wanted to say goodbye to her. And there he became even more ill. He was lying there, and mice were walking over his body, and they were eating from his wounds, and his eyes were just hurting continuously, as if they were burning. He couldn't stand light. So, under those circumstances, this song came to him, and he called his brothers, and he said, I have a song, I have a song. And he started singing it. And at that point, he was really in command. His charisma worked because he infected all the people around him with that song, and they all learned it really well. And for a period, they were all singing it all day long. How is it possible that under such circumstances a man can write a song of such incredible joy? I think it is the sum of a life in which every moment was dedicated to joy. And we can do that too. Yogananda said, happiness is a choice. And we can make that choice if we learn gradually to reinforce our body, to awaken our willpower, and to reinforce our mind, to learn concentration. Once the mind gets stronger, once the willpower gets stronger, we can actually choose every moment, have a choice between being pushed down by reality, like a virus or whatever it is. If it's not a virus or something else, this world is always going up and down. And so either we are being depressed, or we can choose to transcend, to rise. And if we learn gradually and joyfully to make that choice all the time in our lives, then at the end we have that joy. That joy will be continuously ours, as it was continuously also Saint Francis's. So I wish you many blessings, and I hope that you can use the teachings and the yoga and your meditation and the straight spine and double breathing and moments of concentration, that you can integrate all those things in your busy lives, and they will gradually help you to choose joy under all circumstances. So many blessings with that.